With that, I would like to introduce our first speaker, Craig Gabrielini. He is working on speech number 4, How to Say It, out of the Competent Communicators Manual. Craig is an MPS student who is enjoying the Monterey lifestyle. He loves California wine and is desperately seeking a thesis topic. And I hope you find it.
Thank you.
Please help me welcome Craig Gabrielini.
America has successfully regulated some of the vices in our society. Take, for example, alcohol and nicotine. As a society, generally, we have been much better about the responsible consumption of alcohol. Smoking has been banned in most public buildings and in many restaurants through most of the United States. But there's one vice that many of us in this room may partake in, but has not been addressed. Java, Joe, Go Juice, Brew, whatever you want to call coffee, it is the best part of waking up. Now, but a recent study done by CBS News says that about 50% of Americans consume coffee. Now, that's approximately 330 million cups of coffee. Now, there are some health studies that have said coffee is good for you. But at 175 milligrams per 6-ounce cup of coffee, how could that possibly be good for you? So what happened if the Surgeon General announced tomorrow that coffee was an evil substance? What happened if you couldn't go to your favorite coffee shop? What happened if you couldn't take a coffee break? What happened if you couldn't purchase Starbucks in the supermarket anymore? Let's take a look at this hypothetical world of a no coffee society and take a look at how that would impact Americans, our society, our economy, and yes, even our national security. First, let's take a look at how this would impact Americans. As a mini case study, let's use your typical coffee junkie that you see from day to day. For example, me. I drink over 5 cups of coffee a day. When I get out of bed, I do nothing else but go to the coffee pot. Typically, if you ask my wife, I don't even speak until my 2nd cup of coffee. I tried to quit once. I lasted for about 3 weeks. The first 2 days, I had a roaring headache, and the remainder of the time, I was left in a foggy haze. I was so grumpy that I made everybody else around me completely miserable. For my own personal safety, I decided it was best to start drinking coffee again. Now, I am not the norm. As I said, 50% of Americans drink coffee. So as a conservative estimate, I'll say that 20% of Americans are like me. So that means 1 out of every 5 people that you would interact with during the day would be in a grumpy, foggy haze. Not only is that not fun for the people that are trying to quit coffee, that is just a cruel and unusual social experiment for everybody else. Next, our national defense would be in serious jeopardy. I know this sounds funny, but I think it's true. The Navy does not run on fuel, it does not run on money, it does not run on technology. The Navy runs on coffee. It's had this addiction since June 1st of 1814, thanks to the Secretary of the Navy, Josephus Daniels. He published General Order 99. General Order 99 says that there is no more alcohol aboard U.S. Navy vessels. As a result, the beverage of choice ended up becoming coffee. So as a thank you, all of the sailors quickly renamed a cup of coffee to a cup of Joe. Today, there is a coffee pot in every mess, every chief's mess, and every officer's wardroom on every ship and on every shore station. It's on all the time, and it's never empty. Now imagine how the readiness of the fleet would be impacted if you took all of that away from them. You would be very hard-pressed to get a ship underway from the pier, much less sail it into harm's way. In fact, I was on a deployment once where there was some concern that we may run out of coffee. To this day, this is the closest I've ever seen to a Navy mutiny. If an enemy wanted to impact our military defense, all they would have to do is disrupt our coffee lines. Third, our economy. It's already in bad shape, and I think that taking away coffee would make it much worse. If you have no coffee, all of your coffee shops close. If all of your coffee shops close, there's a loss of jobs. Now, it would be pretty hard to determine the exact number of coffee shops in the United States today, but I did find an interesting statistic. According to Starbucks.com, their 2009 fact sheet for the corporation says that there are approximately 11,000 Starbucks stores in operation in the United States today. That's just Starbucks. Add that to all of the locally run and corporate run coffee shops throughout the United States. If you shut all of those down, look at all the jobs that would disappear. And then how would we take care of our caffeine fix? We'd resort to high-priced energy drinks. Well, with all these baristas out of a job, how are we supposed that we're going to do that? Okay, I know this is a bit far-fetched, probably a hypothetical situation that will never happen. The Surgeon General is not going to come out tomorrow and say that we will never ever be allowed to drink coffee again. But maybe this will give you appreciation of the impact of coffee on our society today. So please, continue to drink your coffee and enjoy your cup of coffee to the last drop, because you never know when that'll happen. Madam Toastmaster.